Assalamu alaikum, dear students, dear honorable guardians. Welcome again on online class. You know, I have taken a lot of classes last month for the students of class 6 to 10. Especially, I have taken 3 classes for the students of class 9 and 10 on complete sentence. I have not completed all the rules, and due to some family circumstances, I had been away from you for a few days. Today, I am here again to teach you the rest of the rules of completed sentence. Let's our lesson. Dear learners, today's our topic is completed sentence. I have already taught some rules how to complete the sentence. Today we will learn rule number 6. If there is list in the sentence, we will complete the sentence according to this structure. That means we will use subject, then we will use should, and then we will use V1 and then extension. Example number 1. Work fast. List. Dear learners, at first you will have to think the Bengali meaning of this part, and you will match the next portion. What will be? Work fast, list. If we think the Bengali meaning of this sentence, we will think that you should miss the train. And you will underline the last part of the sentence. Then example number 2. Read attentively. Read attentively. List. If we think the meaning, we can clearly see that what will be the rest part of the sentence. Read attentively, list you. Here, if our given sentence is affirmative, we will use you as a subject. Read attentively, list you should fail in the exam. Fail in the exam. Remember one thing. If there is less in the sentence, you will not use not. Less is used as negative form, so you will not use not negative in the rest part of the sentence. Dear students, now I am going another rule, rule number 7. If we find with a view to at the end of the sentence or at the beginning of the sentence, we will write verb, then we will use ing, that is present participle, then we will write extension. Example number 1, and you know we should read books with a view to get with a V2 at the end of the sentence, we will not use subject. Directly we will use verb and we will add ing with this verb and we will write the extension. We should read books with a view to making a good result. Good result. Here, look at this sentence and you will clearly understand that after with a view to, we will not use subject. Directly we will use verb and then we will add ing with this verb and we will write the extension to make its clear, its meaning clear. Okay. Let's another example. Stay at home with a view to, with a view to. According to our structure, we will use verb keep and then we will use ing. That means keeping well. Okay, we will underline the portion. Dear learners, we have already learned 7 rules on complete sentence. Now I am going another rule. I am teaching you another rule, that means rule number 8. Rule number 8. If the sentence begins with no sooner had plus subject plus V3, that means past participle form, then extension, then we will complete the sentence according to the structure. That means we will use then. Remember one thing, if our sentence begins with no sooner, we will use then to complete the rest of the sentence. Then plus subject plus V2. That means after using then, the rest part of the sentence will be past indefinite tense. Here is an example for your better understanding. No sooner had the assembly begun. If we want to complete the rest part of the sentence, we will use then, as I have discussed previously, that if our sentence begins with no sooner, we will write then we will write another sentence that will be past indefinite tense. Then we reached home. Then we reached to the school. Okay, let's another example. No sooner had we arrived no sooner had we arrived at the airport. Okay, if we want to complete this sentence, we will use then according to our structure that I have already told. Then the plane, we have used then according to our structure. Then we will use the subject, that means the plane, and then we will use verb that will be past form. that means the plane took off. You know, take off, that means fly away, to off. Now, if we try to understand the meaning, we see that no sooner had we arrived at the airport than the plane took off. Okay, dear learners, let's another rule. Rule number 9. If our sentence begins with scarcely or hardly, you know, after scarcely or hardly, we will use had, that means that subject plus B3, then there will be extension. And if we want to complete this sentence, we will use when. Remember one thing, if our sentence begins with scarcely or hardly, we will use when. And in our previous rule, that is rule number 8, we have taught, we have seen that if our sentence begins with no sooner had, we will use then. And if our sentence begins with scarcely or hardly, we will use when, then we will use subject, and then we will the past form of the verb. Okay, let's see an example. Hardly had we seen the thief. Seen the thief. Dear learners, I think you have already thought the meaning of this, the Bengali meaning of this part, and you will guess what you will write. We will use when. Perhaps you have already used when, then we will use subject. Matching on the meaning of this sentence. Hardly had we seen the thief when we caught him. When we caught him. Dear students, dear learners, you know, completing sentence is a very important part of grammar, and it bears 5 marks in your examination. So you will clearly, you will attentively realize what I have already learned you, or what I have already taught you.